Hello, Ryan.
Hi, Charlie.
As we've been discussing in the last section, if we accepted the idea of the interconnection of life and eternal reincarnation, so we can know that our behavior, our words, will have significant influence to the future. That idea somehow made me to rethink about my own personal life values. So I would like to talk about a very serious issue in this section, which is death. If we're talking about the issue of death, there might be thousands of interpretations and thousands of different attitudes towards death. So I want to cite Lao Tzu's idea. In Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu said, "Those whose souls remains have longevity." In Chinese original context, it was called 死而不亡者寿. Well, 死 actually means the perish of our physical body.
Okay.
亡 means the perish of spiritual influence to the world and the society. So we can see actually 死 and 亡 is two different process of the conception of dying.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I see. So 死 is medical death.
That's right.
The heart stops and the brain stops. And Wang is spiritual death, where people don't have influence in society.
That's right, exactly. So people in China always use 死亡 as a word, which means death. But actually, 死 and 亡 is two process. And the shou, the character shou in China, in common sense, it means longevity and equal to physical longevity. The character shou was originally mean that the duration of one's spirituality influence to the society and the world.
Okay.
So that is totally different.
Okay. So today, you could think of longevity as people die, but their ideas and their spirit can live on through time.
Yes, it's true. Like the spirit and idea won't die. Like Socrates and Buddha and Lao Tzu, Confucius, those people we talk about, although their physical body perished, but their ideas, their thoughts, their spirit last for thousands of years. Until today, we still talk about them. So they're the true 寿者, which means the true longevity person in the history. So from this perspective, one cannot escape from the destiny of physical death, but one can survive in different form.
That's very persuasive. People are afraid of death, and some people look for ways to be immortal.
Yeah.
For their bodies to live forever.
That's right.
But from what you've said, people don't need to seek physical immortality. They can instead focus on cultivating their way of life and try to achieve spiritual immortality.
Yes, I agree. So what decide our spiritual quality? I think it's each word, each actions that we choose to take. So it's the karma constitute the quality of the spirituality.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So these words and these actions that we take would one day escape from our control and get into the life flow, permanently affect the human society and the world.
Yeah, that implies that we should really focus on our spiritual development and outcome.
That's right. I always think, what would I think when my final day eventually comes? At that moment, I think the only comfortable treasure for me is those words and deeds I have made to make the world a better place. And I faithfully believe that I will survive in spiritual form in the interconnected chain of life, and living the world without too much regret and with a positive gesture would be an idealist mode for me at that moment.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very positive way to think about the serious issue of death. When I think about eschatology, the final day, I think people should take care of all of their social debts and obligations. not have any regrets, experience whatever people want to experience in life, and then shed off any emotional or mental baggage.
Yeah, that's right.
Before going on to the afterlife.
That's right.
Whatever that might be.
Yes, I totally agree. Perhaps most importantly, in the Cloud Atlas, it says our words and deeds will not only determine our future destiny, but also determine the rebirth of our future. And the rebirth doesn't have to be in physical form, and it could take the form of the spirituality. In Cloud Atlas, all the 6 stories expressed a kind of respect to a certain spirit.
Yeah, I can see what you're implying.
Yeah, so let's try to discover this in our next section.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.